It's that time again. It is Friday evening. And that means the Ultra Heelz are live from Bravery Studios, Clifton, New Jersey. I'm Darth Messiah, the Dark Side Savior, always in his worst behavior. Mr. DM, catch me in your mama's DMs. Because I don't get hard, I stay hard.
Whoa.
No whoa.
Wow.
Like whoa.
That's crazy.
You mean like whoa. Black Rob.
Okay.
Anyway, you black man, what's your name?
You know me, Alex the motherfucking Hill, the Stanley of podcasting, the AKA the fuck the revival group leader. And that man sitting over there looking all comfy.
Is your boy X-Man Damn. It's not a sham, it's not a scam, it's the real X-Man Damn on Instagram. Follow me, fam.
Yep.
Mr. Off the Ladder with a weak bladder. Mr. Off the Turnbuckle with a bloody knuckle.
Keep going.
Mr. $5 Phillip. Mr. Milk for two, but it's really for one. I'm smacked power watching SmackDown. Can I use your WWE information?
I guess.
Mr. Razor Cabron. Mr. Pipe Wrench, leave the white.
Oh my.
Mr. Show Me Man Dan. And welcome to the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, fam.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So how you gentlemen been?
Hold up, before you get farther, I like how y'all motherfuckers got on wrestling t-shirts. I ain't got on a wrestling t-shirt on. Dang, I feel like that.
Yeah. Shout out to Ex Madame for the Andre the Giant shirt.
Oh, you still going through that crate?
Yeah, dog, it's lit.
That's a dope ass shirt, bro.
Yeah, I like that drawing of
Hella jelly.
That like some old school Marvel.
Yeah.
We got the commissioner in the chat saying what up.
What up, Kelvin?
Commissioner in the building.
Everybody go on Instagram, follow World Wrestling Observer. That's our homie Kelvin. He's been down with us for a while.
He's a friend of
the He went missing on a long assignment. We had to re-find him.
He was so deep undercover, he got lost.
Word. You cover on the
Almost forgot who he
incognito
was for a moment.
So,
how was your week, Marv?
It was Mondo Righteous, man. Been looking at new studios, looking to make a big move soon.
Big
February
move, big
1st,
move.
You might see us, in a much bigger space. So
Doing big.
I think I saw the
big
video, and I asked you, where the hell were you?
Yeah. We was in we went to a couple spots. We're still looking. We still got a lot of options, but
That spot was actually nice.
it was pricey as shit too. But we're getting ready for this February 1st move. So keep your eyes open, guys.
Ooh, February
Big
1st.
things, big
yeah,
things coming.
he's trying to move fast.
Yes, big things.
Man, you trying to move on the first of the month. I get it. That's that Spanish and black shit right there.
Oh, facts,
Yeah, man.
facts.
That way you don't got to pay the rent for the old spot.
Yeah.
That ass. That's what I said. Shit, nigga.
That's a smart period. I don't know who doesn't move like that.
Yeah.
Word.
White people. They move at weird times of the day. They want to move on like April 16th in the middle of January while it's snowing.
Wow.
4 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
No, seriously. Somebody at Home Depot came in like 4 o'clock, like 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to get boxes, trying to move, and it was like pouring down raining. I was like, why? Why are you trying to do this stupid shit?
First of all, who buys boxes to move?
You'd be surprised how many boxes get sold at Home Depot for people to move.
I've moved once. I've moved my girlfriend twice. I've never bought a box ever.
Nigga, I don't buy boxes. I go to Walmart and get them at the overnight shift, and they get ready to throw out boxes. I just take those.
Exactly.
Also, garbage bags. Garbage bags.
Yeah. Oh no, storage bins.
Storage bins.
But Darth Messiah got an unlimited fucking thing of boxes at his job.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, why you even talking about it? You can just go in the bag and just grab a whole bunch and leave.
No, like when the sales reps come and they put stuff out, I just be like, I'm taking this box, I'm taking that box, I'm taking that box.
You got a fort. You build a fort.
Yeah, I just fill my car with boxes every day for whenever somebody's moving, and that's how they move.
That motherfucker gonna get fired stealing boxes on the day off.
I'm not Craig. I am not Craig. Slow down.
That's good.
All right.
What you drinking over there, Alex?
Hold on. X-Men, you know what I'm drinking, bro. When you see this bottle, you know what's in this bottle. It's the same thing always in this bottle.
It's like,
that's why it's called Simply.
what is it?
It's
E&J, Bombay Sapphire, Captain Morgan. What else he put in there? I forget.
Bombay.
I put anything brown and white together. It don't even matter no more.
Oh, so it's an orgy basically.
It's an alcoholic. Matter of fact, it's like I'm gonna start calling it the Monday Night Raw of drinks for the Attitude Era. It's just random shit happening all at the same time, but it's all good when you watch it.
All right. So, Wrestle Kingdom 14 from the Tokyo Dome.
That 2-day ass event.
Now, before we actually talk about the event, 2 days. How long until WrestleMania is 2 days?
First of all,
1 year.
Vince McMahon dying will be 2 days.
This is the first time they did 2 days?
Yes.
Yeah.
Last year was just like a 6-hour show. This year they split it into 2 days.
Well, multiple people wrestled multiple times, so.
Yeah, that too, because Okada had 2 matches, Naito had 2 matches, Moxley had 2 matches.
Juice and Duncan Liger had
he had 2 matches. Yeah.
2 farewell matches.
Yep. So,
There's so much going on.
What was your favorite match, Mr. X-Man Dam?
It'll have to be with Will Ospreay and Tanahashi.
Of course it was. I knew you were going to say that one.
Why?
Because Ospreay's your boy.
It's Will Ospreay for you, sir.
I'm a spot monkey. Yo, shout out to George F in the chat.
That was the second night, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, because he lost the open weight title on the first night, correct?
Yep.
The junior heavyweight.
I thought he was open weight champion.
No, he was junior heavyweight.
Oh, junior heavyweight. Okay. Pardon me. Oh yeah. I'm looking at it right here. Yeah, junior heavyweight. He lost it to Tanahashi.
Dark, what was your match?
My favorite match was Moxley and Juice Robinson in the Texas Death Match.
Oh, John Moxley?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Moxley and Juice Robinson, but the death match was Lance Archer on the first night. I'm sorry. I got the matches mixed up.
That was a good match, too.
That was my match. That death match was my match because they just went and did whatever the hell they see fit just for that night.
Why is Lance Archer so big and why is he doing flips out the ring?
Yeah, I like him a lot.
It's the same reason why Keith Lee is like 300-something pounds and jumping over the top rope like he's 200 or 100-something pounds, bro. Nigga just got skills.
Yeah. Now, your boys, Gorillas of Destiny, they lost the tag titles.
Surprising.
I know, boy. I know. So you know I gotta go online. You know, Enzo.
Come again?
Talk shit to him about him losing his belt. So I gotta go online and see if Enzo talk shit about him losing his belt now.
He probably will. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet because I haven't seen it.
Well, last time I saw Enzo, he was helping somebody in his family move off of Instagram. He was helping them move, and then he wasn't on for a period of time. He was moving from New Jersey to California.
And then his mom posted something on Twitter too. He was like, "You need to comb your hair and dress better."
Damn.
Yeah, his mom is going in on him too.
She only saying that for one reason. She only saying that for one reason only. Ain't got that WWE money no more, so she could talk shit about him. Man.
Now, the man of the weekend, Mr. Tatsushaya, I can't pronounce his first name. Naito. He's now dual champion. He is IGWP Intercontinental Champion and Heavyweight Champion. How do you guys feel about that?
Okada.
Yeah.
I was not thinking he was going to beat Okada. Many times they fought, I was like, yeah, this is going to be Okada's winning this and he's gonna run this shit for like another 6 years of having this belt again.
Because what was he champ for like almost 2 years at this point?
When he won the belt back?
No, yeah, Okada.
Yeah, when he won the belt back, he was going on almost like 2 years.
Yeah.
But before then, he was like their longest reigning champ, period.
Yeah, because he lost it to what? Kenny Omega for like, what, 6 months and then he won it back?
Yep. Because remember, he went from the blonde hair to he went from the blonde hair and the wrestling shorts to the red hair, walking around like MVP when he was having that losing streak, wearing the pants.
Yep.
That was a good run. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When Okada lost the belt, I was like, yeah, I'm happy he lost the belt because now we get to see a different side of him. He was vicious as hell. And then once he won the belt back, he got his hair blonde. I was like, now he's back to this bullshit.
Yeah. Zack Sabre Jr. was good against Sandara.
Yeah, that was a good match too.
All these matches was good matches for there to be 2 days of everybody wrestling. We're never going to get that in WWE ever.
Yeah, as I was telling you guys in the chat over after I watched it on Sunday, the undercard of Wrestle Kingdom 14 was better than most main events of WWE.
Yeah.
Well, you also got to think about it. You also got to think about it. And in New Japan Wrestling, the New Japan Wrestling is like, it's not a televised every weekly show, like
Correct.
every week.
Right.
They show every so often, and then their pay-per-views are like the massive big things. So every pay-per-view is like treated like a WrestleMania. But then you have the small wrestling factions like the Stars, where all the Japanese women wrestle at.
Uh-huh.
You have the dungeon where the Bastards came from. Like they have all these like small ass promotions, like the old days of like territories. But then when they do a big show, that's where most of their people will go and do them. So their shows, like I feel like if they had vignettes, their vignettes would be better than any pay-per-view WWE could put out.
They don't oversaturate their product.
Yeah. They don't. Hell, when Chris Jericho came over there the first time, remember his vignette was even that long? It wasn't like when he first showed up with the countdown. Well, like the second time he showed up with the countdown.
Yeah.
Well, the third time when he kept bullshitting with messages or them doing the code with the computer, like none of that. That motherfucker just had a video, talk this shit, and left.
Now, speaking of Chris Jericho, nobody talked about. We didn't mention him. He defeated Tanahashi, and Tanahashi will not be getting an AEW World Heavyweight Championship match.
He's gonna get one eventually because I just want to see him over in America having a match with them. That's all.
Yeah.
The whole weekend was a slobber knocker.
It really was.
Like, I like all that real hitting shit.
Hey, man, that's that Japanese strong style that I wish Shinsuke Nakamura would just go back to.
I think he's content taking a vacation and just,
Dude, his whole WWE career is a vacation.
Exactly. He's like, I can get paid to kind of wrestle. I don't have to wrestle that hard.
That motherfucker won a belt, and I haven't seen him defend it yet. He's on the verge of being Brock Lesnar at this point. Except he shows up.
Is that a bad thing?
For Shinsuke? Yeah, I like watching Shinsuke wrestle. I would take Shinsuke wrestling before I watch Sami Zayn chubby ass wrestle again now.
Mm-hmm.
Over in the chat gimmick, we got Calvin saying he was disappointed when Gorillas of Destiny lost the belts.
Yeah, that was a big shock to me.
He says, "Don't forget, Kenta came out and kicked the crap out of Tetsuya Naito."
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. How do you guys feel about Kenta showing up at the end of the night and just taking a spotlight from Naito?
I'm happy with that because WWE wasn't going to get that to him.
Yep.
Kenta looked vicious, man.
Hideo Itami was there for 5 years and did nothing.
Was he there for 5 years? It was like 5 years.
4?
Yeah. He was in NXT for years.
Because he was in WWE 2K15, I believe. It was when he first appeared.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then if he was in 2K15, then it'd be 4 years he was there before he left.
Yeah. Because that was the first time they started putting NXT people in the game. Was when he showed up.
NXT run was better than his WWE main run.
which was what, one match?
Yeah, it was
Basically.
really short.
He had that one cruiserweight match on. It was like the pre-show to like Great Balls of Fire or something. That was his only main roster match.
Remember they tried using him for 205 and that didn't go right?
Yeah, yep. And then he spent, 2 years injured while he was in NXT anyway?
Yeah, he was injured, and he was out for a while. And then when he got uninjured, he was called up to the roster.
He looked younger now than he did before in WWE.
Yeah, because he's happy.
He's happy and really smacking the shit out of people now.
Word.
All right.
Well, he had 4 years to heal up. And
Word.
Wealth up.
He did. He actually caked up some money before he left.
Yeah.
Jumping over to SmackDown, the only really major thing that happened was the Usos are back. They came out to help the big dog, Roman Reigns, a.k.a.
And Sheamus is back.
And Sheamus is back. I'm sorry, I forgot about Sheamus, but he didn't really do nothing. He just kicked, who is it, Tozawa in the face or something?
Yo, how y'all switch sides like that?
Didn't he do that last week too?
Yeah, Alex teleported to upstate New York. And next man Dan went to North Carolina. So they went with their houses. Their whole house teleported.
So the Usos are back.
Don't mind. Somebody called me and kind of messed up my whole situation over here.
Oh, no wonder.
So I believe tonight on SmackDown is going to be the Bloodline, which is Roman and the Usos, versus Corbin, Ziggler, and I forgot their third person. But there's supposed to be a 6-man tag tonight.
Got a phone call that just fucked up my whole little thing over here just now.
Or you're still live. You're still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
You can't hear us? Oh, I think he can't hear us.
Do.
Well, let me write in the chat. We still hear you.
There we go.
There we go.
We back.
I got a phone call and all of a sudden everything on my phone started doing new shit just now I never seen before. My Bluetooth said it was connected, but it wasn't connected because I could still hear you through my mic on my phone. I turned the volume up, but it sounded like you was getting lower when I was turning it up just now. Like, I've never seen my phone do this for a phone call.
It be like that, yo.
I start putting out massive text messages. Nigga, don't call me on Friday between the hours of 7 and whenever the fuck I feel like texting you back.
Or you can always do airplane mode.
No, but then he can't use Skype.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You airplane mode. That's it for me. The call going in, the screen gonna just be dark, and I'm just be sitting over here mad as hell.
That's right.
I like the way SmackDown ended last week when the Usos came out to help Roman Reigns.
It was all right. I don't kind of like their haircuts. I don't like it. They don't fit them very well.
It's gonna grow on me. I like it.
They're not gonna grow on me.
I'm not against it. They just look weird, but they've always been a little.
That's what I'm saying.
Weird.
They just look weird. Like I'm just seeing the Usos go Usos with at least some long hair or something, but now they got these little. They look more like a Spanish cut. Really, like when niggas you see downtown Patterson getting their cuts, and I'm like, y'all niggas Samoan. This is awkward to watch. I had this hairstyle.
They got the Rico Suave thing going on in the back.
I don't like it. Like I understand they got taken off TV for that long period of time, and then a DUI, and then a court shit, and all that shit. And they had to get presentable, but God, y'all niggas look weird as hell. Like they came back, and I was like, no grills, no chain, new haircuts.
No. They had the chains on. They had the chains on.
No, I'm talking about like the original. Remember the original chains?
Oh, okay.
Not the little skinny gold ones. These motherfuckers had real hood chains on with grills.
The
like I'm
dookie
used to
ropes.
seeing that.
The dookie ropes.
So now that they came back and they talking some Uso Penitentiary, I feel like they Uso Penitentiary guards now. They're not in the jail cell.
No. What happened was the penitentiary got too real.
It became Uso Elementary.
That's what it sounds like.
They went to school at Uso Elementary School.
They got their GED in the Uso Penitentiary, and now they're teachers.
Yeah, word.
So moving over to Monday Night Raw, Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar kicked off the night, And Paul Heyman said Brock Lesnar will be number 1 in the Men's Royal Rumble.
Kind of seen that happen.
Bullshit.
Why is that bullshit? I like it.
Man, fuck that noise.
I like it.
Was he gonna end up being the last person, and the last person just be someone who takes him out?
Hey, look, you heard Paul Heyman. When Paul Heyman said this is not a rumor, this is a spoiler, he's really telling you what's really going to fucking happen.
But think
So
about
you think Brock Lesnar's gonna win? They're gonna fucking put both of the heavyweight titles together?
Not to win, just the fact that he's going to be the first and the last person in there. 'Cause I feel like people want to jump him and they're going to do him like they did that Seth Rollins bullshit and take him to the back for half the Royal Rumble, and he's going to come back at the end.
Oh man!
Here's the first theory I got in my head when this announced. There's maybe the first 10, 12 people. It's just going to be a bunch of 30-second matches between Brock and this person. Suplex, 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 throw him out the ring. Next person. Suplex, 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 throw him out the ring. Then when you get to 13, 14, you start sending out, important people. Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, Daniel Bryan.
You do Baron Corbin as an important person all of a sudden now.
Well, he's important to the people backstage in WWE. We know he's a joke, but
Vince love him.
Yeah. So at that point, then you start having people actually challenge Brock, and then he can, roll out on the floor and catch his breath like everybody else does.
Baron Corbin's all right with me now that he cut his hair.
Bro, he's all right with everybody who cut his hair, but
I'm just so happy for him.
He's just annoying.
I'm happy he accepted that he's bald.
Yeah,
Baron Corbin reminds me of that annoying ass uncle to always come around going, "Hey nephew, what's happening?"
That's even worse because he had really thin hair, so it's even creepier.
And he embraced the fact that he's kind of chunky because he started wearing a wife beater instead of no shirt at all.
Yeah, but the pants. He still gotta loosen up the pants a little bit.
First of all, I'm happy he did that. 2, I'm happy he got out of that goddamn suit shit wrestling because that shit was getting annoying too.
Yeah, that was annoying.
And I'm also happy the fact that he cut his hair and he was like, I know that people online gonna try to throw jokes, but you can't throw jokes now. And I was like, oh, smart man.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio and Andrade went at it once again, and they had another excellent match. They haven't had a stinker yet.
They won't. That's that. I don't want to say LAX, but that's more like the LWO.
Yep.
It was a good match. So also Andrade stole Rey Mysterio's mask.
Oh yes. For the third
Ripped it
time.
Off his face.
It's the third time he's done it.
I got a question. How many times has Rey Mysterio had his mask taken since he's been in WWE?
Since he's been back on this run, this is the third or fourth time. Because this is the second time Andrade did it. Randy Orton did it. And it might have happened.
Before that, Jericho did it. Miz did it.
Yeah.
There's been a few good people that have done it, but most people that have done it has been
Del Rio did it.
Oh, well, shit. Del Rio was different. He did that shit, and that shit wasn't even planned. He just did it to be doing it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's that's 7 or 8.
I like the fact that they did that little segment backstage with Samoa Joe and Seth about Seth Rollins and AOP.
Oh, and Kevin Owens?
Yeah, because they said they got a third member, even though the third member was the Big Show.
Which, it was good for the pop, but the fact that they're going forward with the storyline with the Big Show in it, it doesn't really interest me.
It kind of interests me a little bit because remember, this is the first time Big Show wrestled. Remember, he was all out in 2019. He didn't ever wrestle not one match. He wrestled that one beginning episode of Raw, and then he didn't wrestle one episode of Raw. That's the first time he didn't wrestle on Raw. No time. He just
actually he was also out. He was also out the majority of 2017 because his last match was a couple weeks after WrestleMania 2017, where Braun Strowman beat him in the cage match by spearing him through the side of the cage.
Yeah, remember? And that's when he had to go get surgery on his knee. And that's when he was out after that point. That's how they wrote his ass off. But can we give it up to the Big Show? This man has been around since the 90s until now. He wrestled 3 decades of wrestling, and all his first matches on Raw is always something weird. His very first match, he had a 1-on-1. His second decade first match on Raw,
it was a 2-on-2.
It was a 2-on-2. and now his third decade on Raw
It's
is
a
a
3-on-3.
triple threat. It's a 3-on-3. Like, I'm just
This
thinking.
is actually
next
his
decade,
fourth. It's actually his fourth
I
decade.
know. Well, shit, WWE claiming that's his third decade of him doing that shit. They claim that for him to be the record of the wrestler to wrestle every first Raw going into the new decade.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, that's true. It's his fourth decade because if you think about 90s,
Yeah.
2000s.
But they're saying, but once he started, when every time a new decade began, he was in the first match.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like, can we give it up to him just being there for this long and like still showing these work? Like, I just want to know how much he was getting paid while he was home doing else.
For whatever his regular pay is, he was still getting it.
He was. But
money.
we got to go forward with Big Show being in this storyline because you can't throw Braun in it. He's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
You can't throw Bobby. He got a whole thing with Carmella. You know, fake Carmella. I don't call Lana no more. She's fake Carmella when she's on TV talking now, her non-Russian accent now. And Rusev, and we like people wanted the third member to be Keith Lee, but we all know true in our hearts it wasn't going to happen.
No.
So for the moment, I'm okay with Big Show being there. I just don't want to see them try to push Big Show further in this. I like the way they're doing Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens as faces right now.
Yep.
Because it feels like a Rock and Stone Cold different era versus like the corporate again.
Because Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe are still badass as baby faces.
Yep.
Let's
talk about one quick match.
AJ Styles.
Drew. No. Yeah, you talking about that, but I was gonna say let's talk about Drew McIntyre and No Way Jose and how the crowd was cheering Drew McIntyre on like he was a face.
They're trying to turn him babyface. That's why.
I'm okay with it because even him heel or him good, when he do that countdown with the Claymore, the crowd chants it now. So
yeah,
I'm okay with it. It's just that I'm happy he's doing a Future Shock again now. Finally,
yes, I like the Future Shock over Dirty Deeds / the Paradigm Shift.
Yeah, I do. I like the way it rolls
because the way he does it, you kind of like land in between his legs, and then he just rolls you over for the pin in one smooth motion.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
Like I like his. I like the Paradigm Shift just a little more of a. So in fact, it's more now of a spike DDT than it is just a regular DDT.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, when he used it as a finisher, it's a spike DDT. Because when he did it to Jericho this week, it was just the quick hook and pull.
Yeah, no, he did. No, he did. What's homeboy name?
Sammy Guevara.
Sammy
Guevara.
Yeah, well, he did him, bro. That shit reminded me of Randy getting the RVD, that damn RKO, and he landed on top of his head.
That was nice.
I popped for that damn DDT. I was like, ooh, I was like, God, let me go on my game and change my special move to that real quick.
Yeah.
That's all Sammy Guevara right there with that cell.
Now, speaking of Randy Orton, AJ Styles stole Randy Orton's moveset against Akira Tozawa. He hit him with the AJKO out of nowhere.
That rolls off the tongue kind of weird, but it actually sounds kind of right. The AJKO.
AJKO.
Might have to go change his moveset in there real quick in my game and give him that.
Are you actually playing 2K?
Yes, I actually am. I actually finished making my character like last week. Because you know me, I got to go through my moveset the correct way to, make all my moves, head and body moves when I hit you with RKO on the punt. It does a lot of damage. And I'm playing it now. I'm actually just whooping everybody's ass to come my way. But
I don't think I've touched 2K since like Thanksgiving.
I'm really like after this, I'm really gonna go upstairs and try to work on a title. I want to kind of make a title up there. And I got my Photoshop, so I've been working on some little shits here and there.
Uh-huh.
I kind of want to make an Ultra Hill title and put it on my character and have him just defend it against random characters from day to day.
I don't even remember what the cover looks like.
I've actually been watching a lot of like top 10 worst games of the decade.
Yeah.
And 2K20 has always been at least top 3.
Because it was so bad at launch. That's why.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah, man.
That's what happens when you sell an incomplete game.
Ruin the brand.
But that's the second time they've done that in 4 years, sell an incomplete game. Because they did that with 2K17. I believe it was.
Yeah,
Because
it was incomplete because we had to. All we had was the game, the accelerator pass, the little DLC pack that came with it with the character, the extra one character, and then the game. The game was broken because the moveset was just all over the place.
Yeah.
It was glitchy as hell too. Yep. And then when they gave us a patch, it glitched it out even worse. And then when they gave it the next DLC, it had a patch for it. And then most people couldn't even get the patch and the DLC to even work on their game. It kept crashing their games. So it was bad. Like I had it. I played it probably for like 2 months.
Speaking of crashing the game, mine crashed that year because I remember I tried to sign in and I went to do a match and it took me back to the startup screen and it asked me to re-accept the terms of agreement and it just wiped my entire save data.
Damn. Yo,
and Dark
George
Messiah complaint like a white lady.
Oh yeah. I sent the freaking email.
Oh, wow.
I sent an email to freaking Ukes and 2K, and they were like, "Yeah, even if it was saved to your to the cloud, you can't get it back because it wiped whatever's on the cloud too."
Damn.
Yeah, that's how bad it was.
Yeah, damn.
Yo, George F says it was a botch, and you marks ate it up. Yo, I would buy it just for the glitches. To be honest with you.
To be honest, the only reason I bought 2K20 is because Black Friday, it was on sale. And when I went to Walmart, it was on a cheaper sale than any of the store because it was like $30 every store. When I got it on Black Friday at Walmart, I just happened to get the last copy, and it rung up. It's like $22. That's the only reason why I bought it.
The only reason I got it was because I had a gift card, and then I paid for the DLC. That's the only reason I got it.
I don't got it, but I still thinking about getting it.
I didn't pay for the DLC. I'm thinking about it, though, because there was some moves in the DLC I saw I wanted, and I was like, damn, I'm going to have to buy this shit, and I don't want to.
That shit got to be like $15 for me to buy that shit.
Oh, it's going to be a while for that.
I'm sorry.
Aleister Black, Shelton Benjamin was a solid match.
I'm mad that they use Shelton Benjamin every once in a blue moon. Like, seriously, now.
I'm pissed they ain't doing nothing with him.
Yeah.
It's a waste of talent, bro. What the fuck? He could have been doing so much more better things in other places.
At this point right now, I would rather them just take him off the main roster and just put him on NXT to face younger guys just so he can help train them dudes out too.
That's a better idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I remember before they signed him, we were all hype and happy and thinking about things with him and Chad Gable and what's the other guy? Jordan?
Yeah, Jason Jordan.
Jason Jordan. Like we were hype about that, but they did nothing with it at all.
Yeah,
that would have been a great stable.
He hasn't had a decent feud since he's been back.
He hasn't had a feud.
He hasn't had any real matches in his back. Since he's been back, I think he had a total of 7 matches on TV, and most of them just been throwaway matches, except for that one time he came out and talked to Rey Mysterio and Chad Velasquez was there. That was just him. I guess they just used him for filling time for that one point, but he hasn't really done anything. If you follow him on Instagram, he's mostly in the gym almost every damn day on his Instagram.
Yeah,
he don't really do shit else. Why are you getting swole and cut up and ready to wrestle and you're not even wrestling? That's just a point. It's disappointment now.
He's Mr. Main Event. Him and Cedric Alexander. They're always on Main Event.
Yeah.
First of all, I keep forgetting that show exists.
I do too. I don't watch it. I don't think I've ever watched Main Event since the network began. When Main Event was still on regular TV, I might have caught it if I flipped by the channel.
The only time I watch it if it rollovers me watching SmackDown or Raw on Hulu. That's been a while.
The main event.
The Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, and Big Show match.
Was the main event
winning? Was just why would you kill AOP's stride right now? I don't get it.
They won via disqualification, so it wasn't a loss. Because they just grabbed chairs and started beating them down.
But it's just I don't know, man. You're gonna have a match with all three of them,
but
they need to be dominant.
The point of the night was the return of Big Show to come help Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe because it's 3-on-2. So now they have an equalizer, but then the Heelz need an equalizer, so they got chairs. So I don't think it was really hurting AOP. It's just the nature of the storyline.
I just like the simple fact that the match went down and Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, they're almost like their whole full moveset of them really wrestling.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy they were able to do all that. But at this point right now, I don't know. Watching Raw and SmackDown is like, I watch it just for certain matches and certain people, and after that, I don't even pay attention to it no more now. I'm really watching more NXT now more than anything else at this point.
I think Raw is becoming more cohesive over the last 3-4 weeks. There's less stuff where I'm looking away, or I'll walk out the room during a match. I'll actually wait for a commercial break. But SmackDown is just going downhill every week. I'm so uninterested in SmackDown.
Who's running SmackDown now? See how we don't got Eric Bischoff. Who the hell's running SmackDown again?
It's Brother Love. I can never remember his real name.
Jim Cornette?
No, not Jim Cornette. Brother Love. Hold on. Google. New tab.
Brad Pritchard.
Yeah, Bruce Pritchard.
Bruce Pritchard.
There you go. Bruce Pritchard, yeah. He's running SmackDown.
Bro, like, he's good. He's good as an on-air personality, but when it comes to him like thinking creatively, he's like one of Vince McMahon's yes men.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He sucks
Vince's
ass.
When they appoint a new commissioner for a brand, is it just for? Is it kayfabe or is it like in
right now?
Too?
Right now, it's actual who is running the show. Paul Heyman is in charge of Raw, but his on-screen character is still Brock Lesnar's manager. It's two different people. And Bruce Pritchard doesn't have an on-air character. He actually runs SmackDown behind the scenes.
Okay.
Because right now there are no on-air authority figures. Which is another weird thing because matches just randomly happen and we don't know why because nobody made the match.
At this point right now, I kind of like that though because when the authority figures make the match, some of the matches they make just be like, we don't need to see that shit at all. It's a match nobody want to see. When people just be like, you can fight me tonight, I'm like, okay, that gives a little bit more like legitimacy of them really want to wrestle somebody.
You're going one-on-one with the Undertaker, player.
Oh God!
Bring him back. Bring back Teddy Long, bro. Yo, Teddy Long was dope.
Right, they never gonna bring back Teddy Long ever. Like they're not gonna ever bring back Vicky. They're not gonna bring back none of them people.
Vicky doesn't want to come back. If you saw Table
Alicia,
3, she doesn't want to come back.
Get Teddy Long
had an
back.
appearance last year.
Get Teddy Long back. Bring back the big tag team shit that he had going on in his time.
Oh, all the 6-man tag team matches?
Yeah.
You're gonna have a 20-man tag team match, nigga. What?
He was
whole
going
roster's gonna
crazy.
wrestle?
Wait, wasn't he the one that set up the match where it was Randy Orton and John Cena versus the entire roster?
Yeah, he's the best.
Yes.
It was like a 37-man match.
Yeah, he's the
And the
best.
sad thing is, everybody they wrestled was all either B guys or jobbers.
Yeah.
Shout out to Teddy.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, I'm not gonna lie. That was the one best match that John Cena was going to do. That AA, and he just threw into an RKO.
Yeah.
And damn near like he broke his spine. And I was like, bro, that got to be in the game one day. Never got it.
And then somehow John Cena and Randy Orton still won the match against 37 people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they won the match because all the guys jumped in the ring and started jumping their ass. Remember?
Yeah.
Question: what's he doing now? What's Teddy been up to?
Living life.
Retired?
Yeah.
Damn.
Living life and showing up to like little wrestling event things here and there, like signings and shit. He's always at the one in New York when they have it, the one in Florida, and the one in Texas. He always shows up to those things like a lot.
Damn.
He's getting that bag, player.
He got the bag already.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So he also get that little bit of Hall of Fame money too.
Yeah.
Because he really ain't no on-air personality or no other wrestling company. So as long as he stay in the contract, he still get paid.
All right. Yeah. Wednesday night Dynamite, AEW. Kicked off the show. It was the Elites, Adam Page and Kenny Omega versus private party. And did you catch Hangman Page's information bar this week?
He said he is not giving the private party the $12 that he owes them for that drink from last week.
Yes.
It's getting good every week, dog. Like, I love drunk Adam Page. It's working.
It's
Yo, did you catch the little botch they did to Adam Page when they did the Hurricane Rana into that little flip
into the
little
RKO?
flip shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, like that shit was a GIF online on Twitter so fast. Like as soon as it happened, I went on Twitter. That shit was a GIF of like 9 people pages.
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought in the beginning of the show, I thought it was gonna be Hangman Page versus Kenny Omega. Finally, I thought they were gonna do that, like go straight up on that.
No, they gave them a clean win this week, because they went a different direction with what's going on. Because backstage, Pac was beating up Kenny Omega's best friend Michael Nakazawa
Again.
And yeah, that's where they went with this week. And after the match, Hangman Page grabbed a beer from one of the fans.
Oh, that was good because one of the fans had a sign said, "Hangman Page, please drink my beer."
Yeah,
he's turning to the modern day like Stone Cold. I'm telling you.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Nah, yeah, I'm sure that I'm glad with that right there. To be honest.
Somebody took a picture of AEW that happened this Wednesday, right? From the opposite side of the crowd.
It was empty.
Boy.
Now here's the thing. That's happening.
WWE camera tricks.
That's happening almost every week now. But they're getting sellouts. But then the people that are scalping the tickets on StubHub and whatnot, they're not able to resell the tickets.
I know what X-Men Dan's looking at. Yeah, in the chat gimmick, we got a guy called Duke to Go 13. Says NWA was so much better than Raw and AEW this week. Shooter Stevens and Question Mark are hilarious acts to watch. Shout out to Duke to Go 13. Make sure you subscribe, man. Make sure you check us out every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And
I almost said
too.
something, boy.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's not him, though. It's not
Bravery up.
Bravery up. Yo, not for that. He's not wrong, man. NWA was really fucking good this week.
I'm still not caught up on NWA. I'm
Shout
upset.
out to front desk,
I'm upset.
Too. We got some shoobies in the chat. Some new guys. Become an Ultra Hill, guys.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Go follow us on Instagram, Ultra Hills Wrestling.
Shout out to front desk hitting up the Ultra Hills.
Tell all your friends. Tell your mama. Tell your dog. Your cat. Your hamster.
At 100 subs, Alex takes off his shirt.
Oh boy, he puts the sit-ups down here, but looking vicious. Yeah. Oh, your boy. Yeah. I'm take off my shirt. Might do some Bobby Lashley poses. Yep. Might have to turn around and show the ass like Bobby.
Alex Worldwide.
We can't have X-Man Dan doing the shirtless thing this time because we would just lose viewers.
The Nightmare Collective. How bad is this?
The Nightmare Collective.
How bad is this?
What the fuck? Oh my god, that's like the worst, dude.
I don't even care about Luther debuting because the Nightmare Collective thing is just so bad.
I didn't even know who the fuck Luther was, to be honest.
If you didn't know, how was I supposed to know?
Alex is frozen in time. Front desk
people
says we'll get flagged.
Who is Luther? Where is he from? Yeah, he is frozen in time. He's smiling too.
He's so happy.
This is the happiest I've ever seen.
He's so happy.
He's so happy. It's crazy.
Yo, he's so happy. Shout out to front desk. No, you don't get flagged for taking off your shirt unless you're a woman. Men can take off their shirt on YouTube.
Yeah.
Trust me, before.
Yeah, we've done it before. We have.
And then what was it?
Chris hit that beat continue like JoJo Bizarre.
Look who's back.
Look who's back.
The JoJo pose.
Yeah, I need that JoJo pose for that.
Then we had Christopher Daniels versus Sammy Guevara, which was a solid match.
Oh, I love that match.
Duke to go.
Good.
Duke to go says, I heard Luther is a guy from 90s Japanese promotion FMW.
Yeah, I heard he's like some like deathmatch hardcore guy. That's all I've heard about him since he showed up.
Wait, did we miss the women's match? Oh, you were talking about that.
I skipped over that shit because.
All right, first of all, I wanted to talk about this, bro, because this is the shit that pisses me off with the women's division.
Oh, okay,
on
please. I'm here for this.
Rant alert. Here we go.
I'm here for this. Please go ahead.
Tell us what grinds your gears.
What grinds my gears in AEW women's wrestling? They don't let the match play out clean, man.
How many times has Rio won the most devastating move in wrestling, the surprise roll-up?
Exactly. Dude, she's like 75 pounds, bro. Give it to somebody good, man. It's enough.
Britt Baker
could have won right there.
I'll even take Big Swole. Even though she's brand new, I'll take Big Swole.
I'd rather have Chris Statlander because...
I'll take Chris Statlander too. She got cakes.
Nah, but she's just cool. She has a gimmick. The only one that has a fucking good gimmick. Like everybody else is just...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the thing when she walks and touches everybody's noses and shit because she's like a fucking UFO or whatever. An alien. Like, I don't know, man. Like, she could come down from the fucking... The sky and shit in an entrance with the title after she wins it.
You don't need nobody coming from no Raptors ever again.
Yeah.
Come on, man. 2020, man. I'm sure we can make it happen.
I'm sure we could make it happen.
In the 90s,
but I don't think nobody want to risk it.
In the 90s, they were saying
this is the only time you're gonna win the title. They legit made that title to fit around Riho's waist. That's it. Nobody else. And it's bullshit.
You have Kenny Omega to thank for that.
Kenny Omega and New Japan version of Star Kingdom women's wrestling. Their belts are made to only fit like those type of women. Like if like anybody that was bigger than them showed up there, they'd be walking around with the belt and they show like Big Show. Okay, it's not made to fit them.
Duke to Go says I like Chris Statlander. His gimmick reminds me of something I would have seen in Lucha Underground, which is always great.
Yep.
Oh, how I miss Lucha Underground, boy.
She's a great wrestler too. Like it's nothing. I haven't seen anything good from Riho. Period. No good moves. Nothing. At this point, make her a heel, like with the title. Like first of all, she hasn't even had a promo, bro.
She doesn't speak English.
Her moveset consisted of only 2 moves: walking out to the ring and the schoolboy bed.
She had a backstage promo last week with an interpreter. She doesn't speak English.
Listen, just speak Japanese and fucking go with the flow.
Wait. Indeed.
We're gonna do some Taka Michinoku shit with them.
Might as well.
Oh my God, son! That motherfucker still can't speak English to this day. As long as he was over here in the States, he still don't speak no English.
Kenny Omega's a sick fuck.
Hey man,
he has a Japanese schoolgirl fetish. What do you want to say?
She's like 17.
Hey man, he was there for so long. All he used to see is 5 foot, 100-pound soaking wet Asian women.
Jesus.
He legit raised the chick.
What?
Well, we're not going to go down that road. Let's go to the main event. Lucha Brothers versus the Brotherhood, the Nightmare Cody and Dustin Rhodes.
I like that, the Nightmare Dustin Rhodes. That sounds like a good tag team name more than the fucking, what you call it?
I fell asleep on the main event. I don't know what happened. Enlighten me.
I don't
remember what happened to my damn self.
iPhone chargers piss me off. That's another thing that grinds my gears.
Oh man, we got a new segment now.
Oh, hey, so let me tell you something, right? When was that wedding? Last Monday, right? For Lana and Bobby Lashley?
Yeah.
Vince left that morning.
Oh, yes. He went somewhere for an XFL meeting. He flew back to Hartford. He didn't even go to the arena. He went to the office and watched Raw from the office to see that segment.
But no. He came back for that segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he left before the show started. They said he left at 2. So people in the back said they took over his office, his room. Yeah, took his office.
No. Here's the thing.
They got word that he was showing back up.
Last week Raw was in Hartford, Connecticut, which is where WWE offices are. He didn't go to the arena. He went to the office to watch. He went to Titan Towers. He didn't even go to the arena.
They ever show us what the new Titan Tower look like inside?
No, they haven't opened it yet. They're still trying to sell the building.
Oh, I thought they sold it already.
No, they're still trying to sell the old building. They haven't actually moved yet, as far as I know.
I don't know who they're gonna sell it to.
Disney.
They can't sell it to no people. What, you know what?
Well, it's
they
in
might as well
Connecticut.
see Disney Fox Sports one as well. Right now, Disney owns SmackDown.
Basically, yeah.
Somebody will buy it. It's in Connecticut, which is like the hub of like corporate culture.
It's a 30-minute drive from the city.
Yeah, I think it'll get sold. I don't know what's wrong with it. It kind of sucks that they're selling it. To be
I don't know.
honest.
Yeah, it's weird that they're selling it, but
Didn't Shawn Michaels and Triple H pull up one time to Titan Towers like on their DX phase and
yeah.
do some wild shit?
Yeah, they put the big DX logo on the front of the building.
Yeah.
That was fun times.
Kicking off NXT, we had a women's six person tag match. It was Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, and Candice LeRae.
Wait a minute. We're not talking about the John Moxley.
Oh, excuse me.
Come on, man. We're just grinding my gears tonight, yo.
Excuse me.
What's going on here?
So, John Moxley, at first he accepted his invitation to the Inner Circle.
Yeah.
And then while drinking a little bit of the bubbly, he said,
celebrating.
I lied. I don't want to join your group. It's stupid. And then he smashed him with a fake glass bottle. And then he went to pick
he
up
tried to grab another one and it broke
in his hand.
Yo, that shit had me dying, yo.
Because I think the second was meant for Sammy Guevara, and it just broke in his hand.
I think the second one was meant for Jack Swagger, because you said Jack Swagger ran there like he was going to get hit, and then it broke, so Dean just he left.
Yeah.
John Moxley got a free car, says Kelvin.
Oh yeah, he got a Ford GT. That joint's like worth like $800,000.
That's a beautiful fucking vehicle.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
The only Ford that looks like a fucking Ferrari.
That's what it's inspired by, because it's a Le Mans car.
No wonder.
They kind of got me, because not for nothing, like that segment went a little bit too long, and then it kind of like played like, you know how when WWE has segments, they have like a little 10-minute window or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he went above and beyond and continued it, and then actually.
Yeah, because I was like, really? This is whack. He's just gonna join it and nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, I was to be honest, I was a little upset. Like, really, John Moxley is gonna be in the fucking Inner Circle? Like, that's kind of whack. But it ended up being good.
The only thing I didn't like about that segment was you had 3 people from the Inner Circle there. Why did 2 of your members leave out the ring for you and Jericho to have that one moment to run back in the ring?
You got to make it look good for TV.
Well, they were about to leave, so that's why he was like, "Wait, one more thing I gotta say." You know,
I lied.
They did it good. They did it real good.
So now NXT, Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, and Candice LeRae defeated Kaylee Ray, Bianca Belair, and Io Shirai.
Toni Storm with the yams.
The hella cakes and pies.
Nigga, she like Arby's, nigga. She got the meats.
The meats. Basically, this was setting up Worlds Collide. That's what basically that match was. As well as trying to find the next competitor for Rhea Ripley.
You know what I mean? When is Worlds Collide? Is it next week?
No, I think it's in February. Because the Dusty Rhodes tournament the finals is gonna be at Worlds Collide.
Did they get the name from the wrestling song? That song that's like in every wrestling game from the 2000s? Could be. You guys know what song it is. It was in Tony Hawk also.
Yeah. Speaking of the Dusty Rhodes tournament, Imperium jobbed out Forgotten Sons. That wasn't even much of a contest. Undisputed Era defeated Gallus, the UK Tag Champions. Finn Balor came back to address Joey Gargano to set up their match for NXT TakeOver Portland. Mia Yim.
That fatal 4-way.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to get to that. I was going to say Mia Yim defeated Kaden Carter in a squash. And then after the match, Chelsea Green showed up. And our main event for the number one contender for the North American Championship, Keith Lee defeated Dominik Dijakovic, Cameron Grimes, and Damian Priest. Can we talk about the vertical suplex that Dijakovic was going to do to Damian Priest, and Keith Lee caught Damian Priest out of midair and turned it into a spirit bomb?
Damn. Yo, Dijakovic and Keith Lee, if they was a real legitimate tag team, boy, they would be like the best tag team on the planet for them dudes to be as big as they are to do what the fuck they do.
Let me repaint that picture for you. Dijakovic, 6'7", 6'8", 280. He's setting up Damian Priest. Damian Priest is no small man either. He's 6'5", 6'6", 260. He's got him in midair for the vertical suplex, right? He's going to lean back. Keith Lee comes and catches Damian Priest's legs, picks him while he's holding him, swings his body, knocks Dijakovic out, and then hits the spirit bomb.
Oh, can we also talk about how he picked up Damian Priest from the second turnbuckle with that straight up suplex?
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was just as wild.
Keith picked him up with straight strength, not like how Cesaro do, where people got to grab the rope and get picked up. He legitimately picked him up from outside the ring for a suplex. Like, bruh, they pushing Keith Lee harder than they push anybody on NXT at this point right now.
Shout out to Calvin in the chat. He said the Worlds Collide is going to be January 25th.
Oh, thank you. I need that to happen soon.
That's the weekend of Royal Rumble, then, isn't it?
Ooh.
And then he said, "Can we talk about who Kushida's tag team partner is and the Dusty Rhodes tag team?"
I was gonna let that slide into the last minute. I can't wait for that shit.
Wait, who's his tag team partner?
Alex Shelby. So Alex Shelby is going to be his tag team partner, and they're going to rekindle their time splitter tag team for when they was in Japan. So we got one member of the Motor City Machine Guns who's going to be wrestling in NXT.
Yo, finally, they're doing it right. Yo, like, they got to let that momentum continue. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There's also one more person out there wrestling wants to come back to WWE, and they want to reform an old tag team with an old friend of theirs. And right now, people have been like adding Triple H at it. And Triple H hasn't responded yet, but people said that somebody online posted a check mark saying that Triple H looked at it, but James Storm wants to get back with Robert Roode to make beer money in WWE.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Obviously, they can't call it James Storm wrestled one time in NXT for that one match, and then he was gone.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of really wanting to see them back because I really feel like we really need to have a good tag team division. Like NXT has the best tag team division right now in WWE product at this point.
I wouldn't agree with that right now because what is their tag division? It's Forgotten Sons and Undisputed Era. Where's the rest of their tag division right now?
Yeah. Most of the tag division guys are all doing house shows, but they have way more tag teams than Raw and SmackDown put together.
Okay. Because that's the only ones they're using on TV right now.
I know, but I think, to really be honest, I think NXT has, almost like 17 tag teams.
Wow. Okay.
Legitimately 17 tag teams there.
All right, now.
But half of them are doing house shows.
X-Man, damn, you were talking about there's a pay-per-view this week. There is one. It's TakeOver Blackpool, NXT UK. You got Walter taking on Joe Kofi for the United Kingdom Championship. You have Kaylee Ray, the women's champion, taking on Toni Storm and Piper Niven. You got Tyler Bate versus Jordan Devlin. And for the tag team champions, you got Mark Kofi and Wolfgang versus Marco Barthel and Fabian
I gotta see them
Aichener, Grizzled Young Veterans, and Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster in a 4-way tag team ladder match.
So that when is that? Sunday?
This is Saturday. I'm sorry, Sunday. Yes, Sunday noon.
What time?
Sunday at noon here, which will be 5 p.m. British time.
It's just something about them UK pay-per-views because they go live at like noon.
Yeah.
It just makes it feel like something special to watch.
Yeah. Too bad
Like when
I'll
WrestleMania comes on
be
and
at
it's
work
like
because I don't have days off again.
Huh?
Too bad I'll be at work because I don't have days off again.
Hashtag give Darth a day off.
No, well, I need the money, so it's kind of a 22.
Hashtag give Darth a
And
payday off.
Mrs. Hill just finally walked in.
Hi, Mrs. Heel.
Hello, Mrs. Hill. But yeah, hashtag give Darth a payday off, man. You know Darth can't work more than 4 days out of the year. It's fucked up.
Yeah. Well,
Darth,
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
The main pay-per-view.
it's been another wonderful Friday night with you gentlemen over there. I'm
Shout out
Darth
to Calvin
Messiah.
in the chat.
Yes,
Shout out to
salute
Georgia.
to Calvin. Go follow him on Instagram, World Wrestling Observer.
Shout out to Duke.
Follow us on Instagram, Ultra Heels Wrestling.
You gotta say the full name.
Follow us on Instagram,
That's my
Ultra
boy,
Heels
Duke.
Wrestling.
Duke to go.
I'm Darth Messiah, Mr. DM. Find me in your mama's DMs. Alex?
I'm Alex the motherfucking Hill, the Stanley of podcasting. Hashtag fucked up revival forever.
Forever, ever?
Forever, ever.
Oh boy, X-Man Heel. Damn. It's not a sham. It's not a scam.
He's choking, man. Go follow him, fam.
Nah, he's choking. Everybody's choking.
What happened?
10 states away and they both choking at the same time. Damn, shout out to those.
I choked up laughing at X-Men because I didn't know what happened.
And salute to Gnarly Marv, the super producer.
Ra.
We can't leave him out tonight.
Hurt my throat.
We never leave him out.
All right, we out of here.
Peace.